Hi, I represent a brand called K-Lite Industries out of Chennai. We are in the manufacturing of lighting fixtures for over 45 years. We started our journey doing railways and then got into landscape lighting and now into architectural lighting. Responsible manufacturing is very, very important. What I see the future of lighting design is a symbiotic relationship between all the design fraternities, which include lighting designers, the stakeholders and the end users, as well as manufacturers, to create a sustainable space and to make sure that we are able to use recyclable materials, not throwing waste and plastics into the Mother Earth. Second is using solar power plants to run our operations as much as possible, etc. So these are some of the ways where I think from the manufacturing perspective or running an industry could probably be a more ecologically sensitive approach to the future of lighting.
We here at K-Lite, we try to make sure that we not only consistently try to advance our technology, we also try to backwards integrate as much as possible. So much so that here at K-Lite we even make our own screws, nuts, bolts, washers, all of that, to make sure that the quality is consistent. So what we give to the customer from the first until the last, this year and all the years in the future, are always very consistent. We have latest technologies for our IoT, as well as encapsulation, which the encapsulation allows you to paint the facade of a building in many different colors.
We're very fortunate that we had an amazing project of Casa Grande right in Chennai to work with this new encapsulated series, which actually probably is the single largest installation for outdoor for Kasambi as well as for K-Lite in its first debut into facade lighting. We have some neon flex to close to about 200 meters in this project, and all of them played together with 80 Kasambi modules, and also has like 38 linear encapsulated profiles, about 58 encapsulated wall washer profiles, which are customized and built to suit.
The products are so good that you will have to upgrade the product maybe after 10 or 15 years, whereas a lot of other things you have to change out in a year to 3 years. So that's one thing that we do, is we invest a lot in the robustness of the product itself, so that the savings is passed on to the customer.
As we have seen that the whole lighting industry has taken a paradigm shift over the last decade from the conventional light source over to LED, and LED also changing its efficiencies and its abilities and capabilities. Lighting also is moving towards more technology based as far as connected lighting, IoT, smart lighting, and it's becoming a very integral part of our psychology and our everyday living. It's also a very critical part of our daily well-being.
So IoT, as you know, allows us to do many different things. Specifically allows us to stay more connected and help us understand and do maintenance on our lighting before it is an issue. With the IoT plugged into the grid of street lights, you'll be able to tell whenever a product is several months away from expiring, therefore being able to schedule the maintenance and replacement of that particular luminaire, therefore creating a much safer environment, less likely to have accidents. It also allows you to control the amount of lighting that goes. So if you have some parks, for example, that close after dark, you can dim those lights down to, let's say, 20% or 0 to save another 40% of the life expectancy of the light, as well as the energy consumption. And you can also have a sensor set so that if someone does come in certain special events or if there's an emergency, the light automatically comes back on.
The future of lighting is connected lighting. Things like IoT, PoE will be the order of the day. Little later, there would be a technology emerging from Li-Fi. Instead of Wi-Fi today, even the internet would be transmitted through the light. That's called Li-Fi. We have already started getting projects from the customers with Bluetooth or DMX technology or DALI technology. That means people not only want to have the energy conservation, they also want to create fantastic lighting patterns that will also control the intensity of the lighting. This is a massive indoor architectural lighting project from a client called Saipem. Saipem is a major Italian MNC customer. Saipem could get three major benefits. One, realization of their dream office. Second, increase in morale and productivity of their employees. Three, eco-friendly campus with latest smart and IoT lighting controls. There are 5 floors in this building, 50,000 square feet each, which means 2.5 lakh square feet required a different massive support of manufacturing scale. So K-Lite could rise up to the occasion and meet all those demands of a designer and the client in terms of size, shape, and unique pastel color finish. All of this we did in a record time of 6 weeks or 45 days, I would say that. K-Lite understands the emerging customer needs all the time and continuously invests in technology development through its innovation lab with high-tech designs that are always relevant to the market.
Another one is the human-centric lighting. As we spend more and more time indoors, we need to understanding more that light, especially indoors, is having a lot of effect on us because essentially it is our daylight. So it's affecting our sleeping patterns. It is affecting our mood. It's affecting how we work, our comfort levels, our efficiencies. If you have the circadian system of the people off during different hours, you can literally use the indoor lights to help them be more productive and healthier in the long run. Whereas in the past, we didn't have that, and people who worked night shifts were quite unhealthy and had a lot of sleeping issues and a lot of things like that, which you're able to help them overcome and increase their overall well-being using human-centric lighting to replicate daylight as well as the different times of the day, right? Regardless of what's actually happening outside. You can also do light as a service. Currently what we do is we see an area where the lighting starts becoming bad and degrading over time, and then people bid on the project eventually and the lights get replaced. Well, lighting as a service would make it so that whatever environment you're in, this service makes it so that your lighting is always in the right situation. It's always up to date, it always looks good, it always makes you feel good without tripping over something or the fear of being robbed perhaps if you go down a dark alley. And now with the IoT and the lights as a service and all those things tied into that, it's allowing us to really be in a situation where we can maximize the life of the luminaire as well as our own life, regardless of whatever time of day we have to work or we'd like to go out.
These different disciplines are the key influencers for what the future of lighting will be. So I think it's an ever moving target, and it is for all of us to work together cohesively to ensure that we have a better future as far as lighting design and manufacturing plays a role.